Valkia and Proxima are retaining their roles from the last time they worked on Icebox. So that means during that week off, this is a map they have to have focused on honing in this new composition, or this is good at period. Already into the first round. I mean, Yakuza getting aggressive, gets the first blood, gets out of dodge, and now replaced with area wall. A sense of safety forcing now them to try and head over 410 right into the crosshairs of Yakuza and Ninu, who are adding more pressure here off of the toxic screen. Frag after frag on par for a flawless
one enemy remaining.
5 situation, and they know exactly where Felipe is.
Felipe already having been tagged down to a sliver of HP there, but she took a tag from that elf blow, brought down to 40 HP because unfortunately if you're a sage you just can't heal yourself RNG. So yeah, there is gonna be a lot of space taken here, and Ninu with as well as Mel with the Sheriff in that tight corner still able to find one. Finally gets shut down here, but the trade immediately gonna be there, and now he's falling back, and yeah, Wen's just looking to go forward on side. Clock down to good 25 seconds left.
Last player
it's gonna be everything here. Serena with this thing finds Wen's, and Alkia knows all three are there, and yeah, it's gonna be the save to just keep that rifle into the next round.
Well, either, and although we saw Yakuza not only pull out the Blaze, but swap now to a Vandal, we'll see if they have the facility in the corner of their own barrier wall. Try sticking it through, and
one enemy remaining.
No swarm grenade out, frag in favor of Felipe and Proxima, and now, I mean, there's the utility. There's their off the slow
30 seconds
that you
left.
can't get an angle for Yakuza to swing from. And now, I mean, with this lockdown in favor, they have time to swing into try and counter and force these players off site, and that's when they start the fragging. Nice snake bite to allow at least a little bit of time for reposition on the side of BBL Queens, but it's given enough mentality to flood back in. Toxic's now up, and you can all the way off of this barrier wall, and Yakuza just the protector on.
And meanwhile, look at Serena holding down this mid angle. This fight, you're finally seeing some space being taken by BBL towards mid here by Wentz.
Oh, but that wall allows Resurrection to come through. VALIANT might shut down that mid where spawn melting, and they can anchor this site, but they give up yellow control and the means to challenge Mel. They want to challenge Serena. Here comes finally braving the frontier. Mel has the back. Alkia! They still get the frag, and Proxima not able to punish
30
just
seconds
yet.
left.
These Mel continue fighting. Chooses arrive from the mid ground, and I mean, frag left and right. Even here on a 2-on-2 as the Viper.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Oh, but Yakuza swapped over from that Vandal, so for a bit more pressure. It's all gonna come down to Schnell, a 1v2 here. Has to reload, possibly taking away her position. Able to try and isolate the fight, but does not hit the shot that first time, and you can see too
early. Like, I understand the concerns that were had by Alkia. I mean, they knew it was halved even with the snake bites coming in. So they did get it off early, but ultimately doesn't find its impact like Schnell has here in Kitchen, finding the first blood on Taliza. Again, this Kitchen being that weak point identified by BBL Queens, now taking an advantage of, I mean, second frag now in their favor. Gonna unfold here a little bit. Now, I mean, that's kind of a response to be made from Mel, and they can't even get that.
Says Viper happy about it, but BBL, that's kind of what we want to see coming more out of them. Now that they have a measure of their opponents considered, they're able to play a little bit better and control of so much territory right now. And even though the Solo Turret does spot out a player, they're going to be able to take control of the side. And the Hunter's Fury, it might be a little bit too late here. Not going to be really impacting anything, as Alkia and Schnell find a couple of kills for themselves. Is that at least with the Sheriff keeping with these Sheriffs, I don't think we're really going to be seeing a lockdown to come into play, although Lisa has particular weapons, so one more kill could be all that's good. Now, the Sheriff and Serena finds two somehow, so that's going to just leave this round in a 1v2. Does have that one as well, but the trade from Lisa is going to be perfect.
Clearing out these extremities, clearing out for these mid lurks, while the rest of the team focuses their attention on supporting Mel, who hasn't been able to hold down the site low in the past few rounds.
Oh, and now she's definitely not alone here. BBL, they have so many angles that they need to be careful about here. Already though, Mel still looking to find these kills, find to get down. There for another, but the trades are coming in, and BBL now, Schnell having been freshly brought back from the grave, player standing. Whatever she can, a 140. The next, it was a little bit of space off the back of it, but the lockdown has already gone down here. And while two of these players are about half, it's gonna have to be a lot of work, and Wens will put her down in.
Is gonna be out of BBL Queens. They want to overwhelm Mel here. They want to have early pressure on the flank, but more receptive. They're gonna try and play with Lisa at their side. And they get one, they get two unpunished here. And that just feels like a disconnect game, kind of follow through. They seem wiser aware, trying to get pistol. They don't recognize it? Okay. Good frag, but I mean, is the weapon up there?
As well, finding the crossover here, so it's gonna be the pinch from multiple sides onto the Valiant player. Still a 3v4 situation though, but the Dinks, they're doing their damage, even as Tikuza finally finds Schnell, so as well from their demise. So I do think that it is still a viable round here. That said, you're gonna have to be very, very careful about these corners. That gets them clear, and both Philippa as well as Wens find a kill apiece. They still have this barrier orb as well to try and get that diffuse with. Does seem to be the call. Philippa just going for the stick. Wens there for the cover. Finally, the double swing comes out, and oh, it's gonna be a 1v1 at the end of it. Philippa just sticking it though, and oh, while that headshot comes in, now they can play the safe 5v5 post blunt.
And again, Firewall already gets destroyed here, forces Tikuza to go on the offensive with the toxic screen in play, and them challenging through it. They even get an additional frag on a Schnell behind Philippa. Alkia, the only member here, to deny Tikuza's reign of terror. Now forward pressure, forcing out some
one enemy remaining.
Timing plays beautifully. Serena protecting Ninu while they get this steal off. Now they want to be that forward tip of the spear to find Alkia, to deliver the Sovadiff, to deliver.
I think that Icebox, even though they've historically been strong, what we're seeing today is just a little bit more better coordinated play for sure. And
Helmet renders it useless, and while Felipe gets a haircut, they walk away with their life. The deep barrier wall can try and secure a safer plant here for Ninu. Wens trying to challenge, trying to provide support here off the paranoia from the kitchen. Suddenly they don't check nest. Wens on a tirade here. No barrier wall up in contention. Wens gambling between using the lockdown when they have no shield left. Shocked are gonna make the decision easy. They can't use it now before the round is up. The player standing.
Last player standing.
Those raids are so clean, but still it bubbles down to a 1v1 that Chanel is good for. And
Leon, like you mentioned, a C2 plant, that map flip that we see coming through from so many teams so often, gotta be implemented here. Not that they knew the space was available. A nice time to come out, but still with the classic goes huge. That said though, it was just a distraction for Tikuza. Having taken all the space up towards Snowman, will be able to find a couple of kills for themselves. Once again, the stage wall comes in, but this time around,
one enemy
are not gonna be made by Valiant. They're not letting BBL stick to the fuse under their nose. All of them standing pretty around the spike. And I like the pressure as well from BBL side here. They're just going forward right now and looking to stick it off the back of this Viper wall. Already having gotten half the defuse, and oh, the protection is perfect. Just under the nose of 4 players from Valiant gets that defuse, and Schnell able to catch these rotations if they come through. As the execute comes in on this B side, Spike plans looking to come in here, and oh yeah, Tikuza's position. It's gonna be paid huge dividends right now. Already taking out the Killjoy, but Schnell again towards yellow. We highlighted this player before, and the damage that they can do. They're gonna be able to find it right now. And the Alkia, with that clock running down, knows that the Spike has to go down. Will be putting in that Hunter's Fury. Have to be respected here by BBL side. They're gonna be falling quite back, although they have some time left in for that retake. Mel playing in a very, very dangerous corner. You can just hold down the Spike, but they're gonna get spotted out and spammed. It's all of Lisa. We talked about it before, but in this 1v3, with that Viper split coming down, there is just too much for Lisa to do with regulation. Valiant, though, changing things up a bit. We haven't really seen them go in for this very aggressive A take early on. The problem here is that there's still that lockdown available, and Alkia once again going huge to take down Tikuza, still looking to play on site. Nino at least shuts down.
Spike down
Wens
A.
here. No more lockdown available, but still Alkia still on site. Lipa gets a kill as well, and Alkia with a 3K looking to continue dominating here because look at the space that Lisa has already found here towards spawn. Lipa expects it though, goes in for the swing peek, but Lisa still with the Guardian, able to find a clean one tap, and that will be the game given away here to BBL. That alright, this A side is that point of contact, but Alkia already pushing through to catch a player, but oh, instead opts for that trigger discipline. Very, very smart right now. Proxima taps the Spike, hoping to get a peek here. Alkia gets a kill, but still a 1-for-1 trade, and again, Lisa's position, it could prove to be so important in this 2v3. Wens, though,
oh no,
the Spike
not like this.
through, almost all the way, but instead it's gonna be falling a little bit back here. Still damage being done, and yeah, the defuse, it has to come through. The clock is ticking, wins, taking all the time in the road to come in, and it's gonna be enough. We're going to overtime for map number 1. Yo, they're opting to just get back and play that post plant, even if it is a 4v5. We're gonna have a couple of players on site looking to do damage, maybe make things look comfortable. And Levi shall succeed here. Numbers coming back down to a 2v2.
Oh no, not
but
the
unfortunately,
bullets.
Belipa gonna be running out of bullets once again, stuck in the corner, bringing things to a 2v2 instead. Alkia quite low here, does have some shock to
enemy
play
remaining.
with, and Lisa
Last player
pushes out,
standing.
finds a huge kill. It's all down to Alkia here. She's been a hero before, but 28 HP.
For the maker in my mind here, but Airwalk comes up to try and deny the pressure that it would apply. You can't spray through the toxic screen any longer, but you can spray from that above the kitchen. Schnell able to find Ninu here. Chuza resumes their duties of this forward tip of the spear, finds Wenz, maybe winning the last 1v1 duel they'll have on this map as Schnell finally able to shut them down. So I mean, frag after frag here. And it's still a utility coming in. Mel does fall, but Lisa alive. They're able to get the repercussions of that Viper's pit in their favor. And so many frags lining up there. And my question is going to be how, without a breach, they're going to push these members off of these angles to the side of BBL Queens. And there comes the counter fault line, and Schnell delivers that answer up for me. A first blood delivered, the satchel's not landing, and the guys in the arena ensures that they can hold on to this site. Unfortunately, though, set themselves up now for a 4v2 advantage.
Already the camera gonna be able to spot out a player as well. The poison cloud to boot to make these kills look even easier for Proxima thanks to that debuff. Now Lisa in a 1v4, they were the MVP of that last map, but now it might be just a little bit too much for them to do. Able to get that first kill, knows there's a player on site, spots out Alkia, gets a shot on the second, and now knows that Wenz is towards CT, really planted for them, and they're gonna have to come back around. But yeah, the clock is ticking, and Lisa gonna have to stick it here. It's just BBL playing with their food at this point, knowing that the time is low.
That there won't be an outlaw play here from BBL since they're the ones on the attack. They do have the read, though, correct here. That BBL is going to try and go barely into the safe site, and while Shakusa gets the opening shot, and again, play that objective, play this site, and play this joint utility.
Blinded. Are gonna be giving away her position here. I don't think they know about the breach though, so it's just gonna be the isolation of these fights. Lipa though gets a free one, but through this dark from her onside, Nino trying desperately to play around here. Proxima finally shuts her down. Obstacle here is Wenz, who has Ram's control, but they're not even gonna try to contest it, and Wenz might just have a free wrap around.
One enemy remaining.
Had the timing right, but it falls.
At least this fake ploy, it's gonna be the spike retrieved by the Omen ult and taken into the site here. It's gonna be the anchor player on Lisa's form, but Wenz just shuts her down here. That's a huge thing to start off with for BBL. Nino strikes back with one of their own.
I was curious to see if Lisa could fall on, but I mean, response here. Souza paving the way for the rest of the team, and even though they missed the showstopper and find themselves an elbow, they still walk away with another frag. They still walk away with tighter control, and Proxima left in heaven does have utility to lean on here, but it's a 1v3. Time still an element, and with that shroud to step up from Mel, that is beautiful to push up the line of scrimmage in the mail.
Yeah, Schnell not really pushing too much off the back of it, hoping to, like you mentioned, catch these rotations, and yeah, Takuza might have had an inkling, but did not have that secondary awareness, and Schnell with the second and the third as well. The third
show here maybe to shut down that save altogether. But even then, so many rotation from BBL Queens coming in now through mid, you know, sending Wenz over towards the main. Make sure there, and I mean, the repivot from Valiant to see off of that flash, off of that guiding light from Serena.
Towards this heaven, the tripwire is still present there, like you mentioned. Try and play off of here for Wenz, but instead options get a little bit more aggressive. As you said, it's gonna be the Takuza to find a kill with the classic. She walks in, takes out from Siva, and now showstopper ready.
What? How did that
out into heaven? The rolling thunder gonna be invested as well, knowing that both these players are part of the map. That's into heaven as well. Takuza, the distraction bot, and the diffuse found.
But I love this Trailblazer who could have spot out the players that have ability to pursuers, but no. They might get a fall through that just wins here, and there is the punish on Lisa there. Serena Might find a simple fake here. But it's Nina fall before, and before Spike even getting planted, so many of these frags going in favor.
Last player standing.
Oh yeah, it's just 1v1s across in their favor. 6-3 right now. Yeah, they're just gonna be executing though. It's not really contesting heaven, like you said. Instead, Wen's gonna be picking up that space for free and possibly taking care of that spy cam now though. With this utility on site, it's just pandemonium with the cyber cages, with these dark covers. Lisa looking to take advantage, only able to find one though before Philippa trades it out.
30
BBL
seconds
now
left.
facing pressure across all sides, and it's gonna be imperative for them to find a pick, to find another lane somewhere else here. Wen's though the perfect timing on the push, takes out Mel, brings in the neural depth, and that's a 2v3 where I think you'll know exactly where these two players are coming from. It's all that because the Satchels into heaven looking to find something, anything that neural depth available if they can find a corpse early enough here. Because like you mentioned, getting it sustained as well. So Valiant just gearing up to head in for that retake. Finally, Alkia though gonna be playing quite aggressively here. Find the heads of these players in the second one as well before having to go in for the retake. And while all of this is going on, the rest of BBL haven't been.
Yeah, and suddenly there's a pop because Shakuza has come through vents and is now entering not only on A heaven but the B site.
Yeah, he's right now, but Yakuza is not done quite yet. A second kill as well with that aggression onto Alkia. Looking to push forward now, but Chanel on site, able to at least find Yakuza before being shut down. Philippa
last player standing
for a little bit more. Unfortunately, not able to get that second kill. Often in these clutch situations, position that we noted now thanks to that camera being broken here. The stun coming in and doesn't connect, but it's enough disruption for Ninu. I think the possibility of there being a shot somewhere in the mid. Or Yakuza able to already spot out a player though. Looking to push forward off the back of that and the flash. It's gonna connect perfectly.
That's a phantom.
Yeah, Philippa able to get that kill and also possibly take a little phantom with another dark cover coming in. Lisa as well. Pushing forward, only able to get a 1-for-1 trade. Taking right now, Valiant looking to head towards this A site here. Still though, it's gonna be the snake bite doing advantage, letting these chips come through my left. Looks like Serena as well. So 13 seconds left on the clock. The rotation has come through. All 10 seconds left on site here, and there just seems to be no hope left at all. This phantom from Proxima, final nail in the coffin here. Nino forced to stick the plants, doesn't get through it, but yeah, at that juncture, it's just all the damage done here. What a way for BBL to get the double positioning themselves. Right now, Wenz gets the information, spots at least 3 or 4 players towards that A heaven. Immediately going to be falling back right now to play with the rest of the team, but Serena, crucial timing down here onto Chanel. Philippa and Wenz will strike back with a couple of their own, and Wenz still the tripwire is active. The neural depth as well for even more information, and suddenly once again it's just 2 players left here.
One enemy remaining.
Roster. Make that one. Lisa versus the world here.
Time to shine. We hyped her up in the pre-match. This would be a statement way to deny
30
that
seconds left.
But as you mentioned, time, the double swing, neither in their favor.
Insult to injury at that point, but yeah, 4-12 right now. Valiant putting everything they have in this final by 1 off of the showstopper, have their wing gunner ready to go. It's gonna be very important for them to find those kills, but instead it's just attacks to come through here, and really nothing to be done at all by Valiant's side.
Spike down A.
That's another impact before
One enemy remaining.
Her control, and the third off the round to boot. Can Mal do it all? A 1v4, Spike not in her control, no ult to retrieve it, and it's impossible here. At least it takes out Proxima, but again, BBL, their spacing is so good here. 1-for-1 trade, and it will be a map number 3 that we're seeing coming up on that board.
Excited to see how this pans out. I mean, that early aggression from
Spike
planted that greenlights to stack towards the A side allows now for this blood in off of the joint Gecko and breach utility, and it's perfect. Even the paranoia landing, so Jakuza's propelled to clear out elbow. I mean, they're on par for an ace all of a sudden. Wingman.
Last player standing.
Proxima trying to force their way out past that one way, and when gets in the clutch situation, not enough HP to finish off the job. Jakuza, a dynamic 4K supported by again. I'm loving the reservation of Valiant GC here. Instead, framing for these blood style retakes, you can already see the rotation back over, but they only bring a 1-pronged assault. You don't have to worry about extremities, flank, etc. But Jakuza, you do have to worry about forward pressure into Boba in an uncomfortable situation because of that haunt reveal. Finally get the support they need from their team, but there's so many angles.
One
they haven't
enemy
even
remaining.
seen Chanel, but because Philippa is just taking all the frags in stride.
One player down. Nino versus the world here. And Schnell with that Vandal will not miss the headshot here. They're get it down here. The Aftershock not going to be doing anything, unfortunately, to the BBL players. Just a bit too late, I think, for finding a kill with a chip damage. The flank, though, it's coming in right now, and Alkia, while watching for it, will be shut down. So that's gonna force Wings to play a little bit more aggressively. Immediate kill, though. Once again, Mel ready for the headshot, and now it's just 3 players, and this multi-approach flank coming in as well from Valiant. It's just so much pressure. Wingman is looking to defuse the spike here. There it goes. Little Bro on the top.
One enemy remaining
already. And while that's the case, it still will be Philippa with that final club. They still look to push the issue. The C's Pain Shells combo towards this backside. Not gonna be able to catch anybody. Although this beautiful Dizzy. Yeah, the Dizzy catches everybody here. Lisa able to find a couple of kills off the back of it, but immediate well from Valiant towards CT. But look at BBL here. They're pushing so aggressively right now. The crunch attempt coming through with the help of Philippa's utility. Nino, though, expects Proxima, able to find a huge kill. And now the shots, they don't connect for Philippa either. It's all about Alkia. He's been great before. Nice to defuse with that first kill, but just not able to get the reset in time. And this Rifty
is exactly what they needed to get back in the game. So, Connie righted. Even an operator purchased up here, so she's going to go aggressive on the main. The only concern is the hits actually coming through market. We're not only in the first is on, but Showstopper's out, and that's one way to shut down a Showstopper.
Yeah, Tsukuda says, alright, come at me. Takes down Schnell with the operator.
Oh, no.
However, Proxima with the TP, the shot doesn't quite connect, and that's going to be taking care of the operator. Ready to go. Applying again that pressure that you've seen coming in from their flanks towards this CT here. It's still not going to really stop the retake from coming in.
One enemy
pushing
remaining.
them through market, able to find a couple of kills,
You
and
know
now it's all going to fall into Wens. The Eurotep does come in. Nino able to defuse half the spike here. Gonna be forced off of it. Now just looking to create a little bit more of that double peek coming into it. And yeah, well, Serena and Nino clean up.
Looks like they're the ones that
Spike
play
planted.
attack into this site. Operator as well, shackled temporarily by these dark covers.
Dispatched.
No angles even being taken by BBL Queens, so...
With the clock having ticked as much as it has here. Alkia looking to keep the pressure up here. Knows that there's still a player towards this part of the map. However, Tikuza able to funnel onto site, taps the spike, for some information, still has that showstopper ready to go.
Last player standing.
Yeah, I know she does because Alkia got a teammate, but yeah, Schnell and Alkia in the meantime able to get a couple more kills. It's just Tikuza now with a 1v2, trying to use that dark cover to isolate these fights. Just no time left in the clock. You know, they get that spike down. Gonna be interesting to see where they're opting for this post plant. I think this tripwire being broken might be the cue here, but a perfect run sets up Tikuza for success, and Tikuza finds that first one onto Alkia. Immediate adjustment there from BBL, though. You can see them pushing towards his CT here. Shilla and Proxima, they get all of this information and know that there's only gonna be one player here. Lisa, able to find both of these kills. Shutting this down and suddenly this retake. It looks so perfect. Only going to be Wens in a 1v5. They need to at least spam through and possibly deny the defuse here, but
from that market pressure. So even though Rico with the hero plate was there, numbers advantage wasn't. For now, though, into the next round already. Unfolding up to the corner out, so Kuzo is just farming.
One
frag
enemy
after frag.
remaining.
The round is basically over because when
Valiant are playing, they know that they have the numbers advantage. Looking to keep that up here, and that paint shells from Tikuza for some additional pressure, along with that Gecko Molly. That stun perfectly connected. Again, Nino with that support utility just perfectly.
Oh yeah, I mean I do like the pace turn up, the dial increase from BBL in the colors. We did catch him off guard, but that corner not here now. Correct read coming out. Who's the online?
I know
I
exactly
mean, to challenge the cage when they shut that.
We have that hero theft on Lisa as well, so all it's gonna take is one corpse to completely detect this post plant on the squad. That said, though, despite being low, both Wens and Alkia able to find a couple of huge kills, and Proxima, she doesn't need armor when she can hit shots like that. Will get BBL a 4th round here.
Off of, we should be able to destroy the wingman at the minimum,
Spike planted.
This looks pretty happening.
Yeah, they're gonna be trying to retrieve the spike. They do check the corner. Wens gets one before being shut down, and it's gonna set up Proxima for yet another kill here. Paranoia now used a little bit early on to get the space, but in the meantime, it's Lisa on this late lurk, able to catch out Alkia towards mid, and they don't check below them. Schnell gets shut down by Serena, and Wingman is back in action to try and provide a little bit more of damage here. Just playing around the lanes, and again, this late lurk from Lisa, it will be the final nail in the coffin. Aggressive players on A from the side of BBL.
I mean, I don't like the strategy at Valiant GC personally, right? I mean, they're the team that has the worst weapons.
no.
They need to have the collective effort. Instead, all 30
How
seconds
solo
players,
One
when
enemy
BBL
remaining.
is more of a
Spike
passive
down
defense
mid.
approach is not the way, right? You're giving 1v1 to people with better weapons, and they will
Exactly.
take advantage of that out. So, I mean, as you mentioned, Trapwire and Paranoia shutting down their first option. So, plan B, the pivot, the crunch on the A side. We need Yakuza to win this fight, but
30
now
seconds left.
comes out on top. A trade, fortunately, but proc HP for Ninu. Gonna rely on Lisa to at least piece out this rat here from Alkia, tucked away in
Last
her
player
elbow,
standing.
and
Oh my.
since they can't deliver and Phoenix caught in the crossfire means that it's all.
Aw. For a second, I saw the vision there, and looking to once again charge up the showstopper for Yakuza.
30
Serena
seconds left.
using the wingman to clear out a lot of those angles, and they will be looking to go forward off the back of that already, though. Early Nightfall going to be used for that decay from Alkia, and both Proxima and Alkia, with the help of that ultimate, able to convert and take down 2 of these players. Now, just Mel and
Last
Ninu,
player
50 seconds
standing.
left, not much to work with
Spike
here,
down
and Mel
A.
at least able to find 1 kill, but with that spike being
10
popped, yeah, it's just
seconds
in dire straits for Valiant, so we're very much looking at a 10-9 most likely unless some counter damage. It's also going to be the From the Shadows invested in by Mel for some information, maybe for a quick reposition, and it's going to be the late flank around from mid coming in, still on site. Yakuza valiantly fighting for their life and fighting to keep control of the round. Finally, Wentz takes it down though, and that's going to be the duel that's activated. That said, the numbers, they still lie in favor of Valiant right now, and yeah, time is ticking. As I said, they have to go forward. Alkia now in a 1v2 tries to tap the spike here. The bait not being taken here though by Valiant, and they're just trying to play for time with perfection. No hope at all, and Valiant, once again, you're going to be seeing this duo trying to anchor down and hold this crossfire towards the C site.
Now, this is interesting. I do remember from the first stage, this consistent Yakuza alert. So the fact that it's coming this late.
But Valiant, they already do have that spike down in the clock. It's been ticking quite far. BBL, they have 4 players left. Yes, they have the numbers up, but already Alkia just catches that pressure, that alert, like you mentioned. Looks like it's taken down. That one's site though. Looking to play spoil sport, and now it's all down to Ninu. No really under 3 left on the breach, just having to be that spam, and that's the problem with the Vandal. They can see your straight.
But I mean, BBL Queens is already set up for the B flood back in. Yakuza trying to be a forward line that pushes forward off of the but they don't clear the corner. History repeats itself. I've seen that from Yakuza before, and it might just be what is needed for
that safe stairs angle, and you can already see that in this 3v3 here. The retake is going to be flooding in through Market. That's a beautiful ball line to try and isolate these kills, and Serena, able to swing off the back of it, is rewarded with a kill here. 2 players left for BBO's side, Schnell and Alkia. They're going to have to do all the heavy lifting here. Ninu's still on site, looking to play spoil sport. Alkia takes care of that though, and now Lisa, the trigger discipline towards main. They don't expect her quite yet. Schnell spots her out though, and now Alkia looking to go in for the defuse. Does get a spot here. Already got defused off though, and now it's just a 1v1. Serena with that clutch, and Gecko will get Valiant
direction on where this showstopper, this rocket, has to go. Fortunately though, Khalifa denied this a beautiful cage as well. And although they can't get any additional frag towards main, this crossfire is gonna be almost impossible to dismantle here. What more can BBL Queens do? They tap the spike to try and get them out here. Okay, able to at least get that first one. Lisa, immediate refrag though, and again, the clock is just ticked so far here.
One enemy
the
remaining.
numbers not really going favorably. Valiant, they're gonna be pulling it off. 13-11 on this map number 3. They take it home, and my god, while BBL, they put up a hell of a fight on that defense. Valiant towards the end